While since I've done an update, so I think I'll do an update this morning, this foggy morning. We get a lot of these foggy mornings and then it burns off around 10 to 11 a.m. and gets nice and sunny. So this is the state of the light well. I've installed the form boards. They're not really secure, they're just kind of tacked in place with stakes. I've installed the waterproofing and taped the seams, and I'm going to start installing the rebar today. So this is coming along. I think I should be able to pour this next week, and I'm hoping I can pour it with just one helper, so I can get it done quickly, and then I can move on to the walls. A couple days ago, I spent the whole day and installed the Blueskin waterproofing along this wall. So it has to get stepped down at the approximate grade level, because it's not supposed to be above grade. It's supposed to be UV will degrade it, so it needs to be covered over within a few months. And so this is getting pretty close to backfilling. The next steps are I want to caulk the bottom with some asphalt caulking, just to seal the bottom of the waterproofing. Then I'll put in about a foot of gravel and wrap the fabric around that gravel, and then install a drain board against the waterproofing, which protects the waterproofing from the backfill, and it also creates air gap so that water can drain down once it's backfilled. And the drain board just gets glued on with contact cement so that there's no holes put into the waterproofing. And then I can backfill. So I'll be really happy once I can, backfill this about 4 feet and get it up to where it's manageable from grade. Yesterday, I rented a rebar bender cutter and processed the rebar for the light well. So these are the slab to wall ties, that 64 of them that I had to cut and bend. And then these are the 5-foot long pieces that go in the slab, 64 of those. Still waiting on the crane for the steel beam. I put aluminum foil on the bolts so that if the beam is installed when the concrete slab gets poured, that concrete doesn't stick to the threads. And the finished slab is scheduled to be poured next week. So one thing that I hadn't done yet was I had a sub-slab drain piping on this side of the slab and a different sub-slab piping on this side of the slab. And so I needed to trench out along the front side of the slab and put in a pipe that would connect them. So I got those connected and diverted into a sump basin so that over this winter I can put in a sump pump and keep this pumped out. I'm not going to backfill this side of the basement this winter. I'm just going to cover it over with plastic and try and keep it the way it is right now. I don't want to deal with this side right now. So let's see. This is going to be poured next week. Just a few things left to do. I'm going to put in a plastic screed board around the edge, just to help keep it level when the when it gets poured, I have filled the drain pipes with water. I filled them a few days ago and they're holding water, so that's doing fine. I'm blocking out this section for the shower, so I want to have the shower be its own individual concrete or fat mud or whatever is required, separate from the slab, because showers are particular and it needs to be a special thing. Today or last night I bought a pressure and air gauge, and I'm gonna hook it up to these radiant pipes and just do pressure testing on them today, just to make sure that there's no holes. Well, at least be able to fix them while I know that they're there, or that I can find out. So I installed this the floor drain, and the pipe that goes to it is a priming pipe, so it can divert a trickle of water into the floor drain so that the P-trap stays full, which keeps sewer gas from coming up out of the floor drain. What else? I think that's it for now. Just trying to get a lot of things done in parallel before it starts raining.